Hello all, welcome to the SAP product costing classes. We are now going to look into various FI SD integration. In previous session, I showed you integration with FI, right? But we did not create any GL accounts. So we will now create GL accounts, and I will also show you the price difference account, how the entry gets posted, etc. I'll not book an entry in our company code, but in another company code where I have already done, I will show you the entry. But the configuration will be done for our company code, which is B100, right? Because to post any journal entry, I still need to do certain others entries like activation of material ledger, activation of actual costing. So at this stage, we are only going to look at the journal entry, its impact on P&L, how these entries gets booked. Okay. So first, you might have already seen this particular slide in my previous session. I have spoken about how material is always created in with reference to a material type. Either a material type is a raw material, or it could be a trading good, or a semi-finished good, or a finished good, or a spare part, consumable, packing material. But it is mandatory to always have a material type. In fact, the moment you go to the transaction code MM01 to create a material, it doesn't allow you until you enter the material type. So this is one. Account reference is a very significant thing here. So account reference is the bridge between the FI and the material material master. Okay, so how does it bridge? So your GL accounts are assigned against a transactions key and against a valuation class. Let me bring some arrows. Okay, so let me just take some arrow. Okay, so GL accounts are assigned to transaction key, also to valuation class. Valuation class is assigned to account reference, material is assigned to material type, and material type is assigned to account reference. Thereby, if you see, account reference becomes the bridge. This is the bridge between your material master and the FI general ledger. Fine. So here I have shown you an example, and in my previous session I have explained you very detailedly how these transaction keys represents various movement types. So we are not going to repeat the same thing. So let me bring back my mouse button here and let me go to the next slide. Okay. Now let me clear all this diagram. For now we are going to book, see, create certain materials in OBYC, and I will assign the transaction key and to show you how these entries takes place. So let me now go into SAP. This is a material which you purchase with moving average price. In moving average price, whatever be the price, it is directly loaded to the inventory. So I go here. Let me go to SAP. So I am in SAP. So in SAP, I'll go to the transaction OBYC. Before that, I need to create a certain general accounts FS00. I'm not sure if I have created certain accounts in our company code B100. So you have B100 here. B100 is the company code, if I'm not wrong. So if I go to B100, it's B100. So let me take B100. Okay, B100, enter. Specify an existing value. It says company code B100 doesn't exist. So that's surprising. We have created B100, isn't it? So you have B100. Okay. Okay. Specify an existing value. It surprises me. What is this issue? Okay. There may not be any, not even a single account in B100. So I will first create a retained earnings account, and then probably I'll be able to look at B100. So for example, let me go to a table and show you there are no accounts in that one. That is the reason you were getting the challenge. So I'm opening the table browser and I will open here SKB1. Okay, SKB1 is for all GL accounts against your company code. B100 is my GL account, and I will show you the number of entries here. Okay, or execute it. What is the message you get here? No values found. That is the reason you were not able to browse in the FS00. You are not able to access the company code. So I'll double click here, go back. Okay, now I'll create this account which is in a different GL account, or you can directly create it with the create button. I usually copy it. So let's say I create this account, copy as. Okay, and I'm going to create it to in B100. Give me 1 second. So now that I am going to copy this particular retained earnings account to B100. Okay, I'll show you these properties which I have assigned to the GL account. So this is the GL account, company code, type, description. Here I have selected the account group. These account groups are maintained in OBD4, which I have shown in the FIGL configurations. I have maintained a short description, long description. Go to control data, account currency, right? Balances in local currencies only. Okay, this is not a P&L account. If you want, you can give sort key. Okay, I'll give allocation number or posting date 001 as the sort key. Create bank or interest. I have selected G001 general with text assignment. Okay, so this can be post automatically only. Okay, so you can save this. That's it. Now, if you go to your account, which is B100, your company code, now you will be able to navigate it here. See, only one account is created. Now, I want to create one more account. I will start creating it afresh. So, in let's say an inventory account, I usually create inventory account in the 200 series. I just need to see what account I create. So, let me go back to the T100. Let me go to inventory account. Inventory account is in assets, current assets. In current assets, so let's say 200 and 4 zeros and 200 is inventory raw material. So I'm going to create this completely afresh. Okay, double click this, sorry, 200 display. Okay, so I have given it as material accounts. It need not be material accounts, it can be yeah, it can be asset accounts. So I'm going to create it afresh, create. Okay, I am going to give 200 to 4 zeros and 200. Okay, and this I am going to create in the company code B100. So I give here B100 and say okay. Okay, now I have to give certain properties here, description. So what is the type? It's an inventory account, so obviously it's a balance sheet account. And account group is 2020 current assets, right? And then inventory raw materials. So I'll give it here inventory raw material. Okay, inventory raw material. Go to control data. Okay, INR balances in local currency only. Go to create bank interest. Here you can select which particular group you want to assign to. I can assign G001 or G006. G006 are material accounts. Obviously inventory is our material, and I'm going to enable this post automatically only, which means I cannot post any transaction directly. Save. Right, now go to your company code B100. Okay, so if you now see, I have got an account current assets. Now I will create 3 more accounts as a copying this particular account as a reference. So 210 is my packing material. So I'll create an account for packing material. So it will be PKG packing material, and here I'll give it as packing material. Packing material. Rest of the properties remain same. Go to control data, no changes. Go to create bank interest, no changes, and just save. So another account has been created. Now copy the same, and I will create 200 220, which will be my semi-finished goods. 200 220 is my semi-finished good. Again the same properties, no changes. I just change the description. Instead of PKG, I'll call it SFG. Okay, semi-finished goods. So let's material semi finished goods and save. So one more account got created, then again copy. Okay, and make it 200 230. 230 will be my finished goods, or I can make it as trading goods. So I don't have any trading goods, but let's say okay, let's make 230. Okay, so I'll make it FG finished good material, and here again I will remove this semi. Save finished goods. So you have 4 different accounts here, semi finished goods, etc. liability. So 200, 200, 230, save, go back. Okay. Once again, I'll create, you need to create a GRIR clearing account because you have to settle your payments. So you have a GRIR, goods received, invoice received clearing account. Now I don't know which account I have given. I usually follow the same number ranges T100. So if I go here, current liabilities, it should have the GRIR clearing account. So let me just see here, other liabilities. So GRIR is created as 106,100. Double click this one, copy as, I am going to copy this account to B100. B100, enter. So that it will get copied. So the account description is GRIR. So go to control data. Okay. So tax I have given here, posting with tax allowed. Okay, there is no other settings, and then create account, post automatically only. See here the group is G045. Okay, click save. So even that account has got created in B100. Fair enough. Now I will create a price difference account. Price difference account is created in expenses SAP. You can see price variance raw material. So I will select this price variance raw material. Okay. So I'll click here. So and I will create it in B100. Look at it, type description, price variance RM, raw material, control data. So you have all these things here. Because this is a P&L account, you have cost element category 1. Do not forget, even system will not allow you to save without the cost element category. So this is cost element category 1, and field status group is G014, post automatically only. Okay, or the tick mark. So these are adjustment accounts. So I save this. So, okay, I have saved it to B100. Okay, you can create it afresh, one of them, and then copy it. This is price variance gain. This one I'll call it loss. One of them will be gain, one of them will be loss. So let me just change the description here. Okay, this is price variance loss. Loss. Okay, RM. Okay, copy this. Okay, save. Now I'm going to make this as loss account, and I will copy this to B100. So copy this to B100, enter. So you got loss. Again, it's the same properties. Okay, INR etc. Cost element is 1 and it is adjustment. Save. That. Now you have price variance on packing material. If you want to track it, you can create it, but nobody tracks usually unless the packing cost is much higher, right? If it is very miscellaneous, nobody would like to even track the price variance on packing material. But nevertheless, if you have a requirement, you do create it. I'll show you how to assign it. So I'm going to assign it to B100. Enter, save. Then this is gain. This also I will create in B100. Save. Then price variance B. Okay, sorry, this is not this one. This is 4, and here it is B. Enter, save. Then 116 B100, save. Then 120 price variance FG 120 B100, save. 130 B100, save. 140 B100, save. Okay, all these are price variances and these are production variances. These accounts I will create separately later. Okay, so I have now created price variance account. I have created inventory account. Go to your account, company code B100. Now check all of these. So you have retained earnings, you have liabilities, you have current assets, and you have current expenses, the price variance account. Now let me go to the PPT and show you what you need to be doing. So collapse this, go to the PPT. Okay, so when I buy something on moving average price, whatever be the cost of material, irrespective of the price variance, everything gets loaded to the inventory. So here you can see, so if I am buying raw material and packing material, these two should go to directly inventory account. Okay, if I am buying a semi-finished good, it goes to this account against this valuation class here. Let me move Mr. Avatar here. Okay, I can know his direction. He's okay. Let's see. Okay, fair enough. Then GRIR clearing up. Now I'll go to OBYC. Okay, okay. Let me see if I have OBYC here. So my system is hand. Okay, let me just go somewhere. Okay, so this table is not required anymore. So I close this table, which is not required now. So I'll go back to OBYC. So there is no screen open with OBYC. So I go to OBYC. Okay, account determination. Now first I will give the inventory account. Inventory is posted against BSX transaction key. So once you click this BSX here, okay, my system is slightly operating on low speed. Let me just check. Okay, I have changed a different internet, so the speed should be relatively better. So let's see, B100 I am giving here B100. So here if you want to give valuation modifier, of course select valuation class and say okay. Okay, now what we are saying is, so whenever there is a purchase of inventory, whenever there is a purchase of inventory, it is recognized with this transaction key BSX. Okay, in this company code my valuation modifier is B100. Okay, valuation class is if you recollect B, it is B10 I believe. Let me just check. B10 is for raw material. Yeah, B10 is for raw material. Okay, you book this particular account 202 1234 200 is my raw material account. So I'm telling the system, whenever you purchase inventory and you want to load the inventory or you want to credit the inventory when you are consuming it to production, okay, or you are selling off some inventory, right, you credit this inventory. So both of them are to the same account. Now similarly I'll say valuation modifier B100. Why am I giving it in valuation modifier? Because I can assign multiple plans to the same modifier, which I have already shown you in material settings. So now for packing material, the account is 1 2 3 4 and 2, I believe it is 210. Done. Now similarly I will say B100, okay, B30, which is my semi-finished good. So I'll say semi-finished good, the GL account that should be debited or credited is 220. Done. Then B100 for B40, which is finished goods, I will say the account is 30. Done. Save. Done. Save. Okay, now go back. Okay, again go to the WRX account, which is the GRIR clearing account. You come to GRIR clearing account, WRX. What I will do, GRIR, so it will be the same account irrespective of valuation modifier, valuation class, for everything it's the same GL account clearing. So I'll just give, just save it. I will not give at a valuation class level. There is no GRIR clearing account separately for semi-finished good, separately for finished good, because it is only one account. So the account starts with 106 000 4 zeros and 100. Enter and save. And the transaction key is WRX. Remember WRX. You can go to AgdoCarb, filter it, and you can check it. You will get these documents against your company code once you start posting. Then if there is a price difference, then I'll go to the price difference account here. Okay, I want it as per valuation class, because for raw materials I want a separate account for price differences. That way I am trying to do. So valuation modifier, general modifier, just save this price difference. Okay, so here again it is the same thing, B100. Okay, valuation class is B10. Okay, debit goes to 40 some account 403. This is the price gain account, or sorry, this is the price loss account, and gain comes to 6. Okay, if your standard cost estimate is $100 and you are able to purchase it at $98, then 2 is the gain. The gain comes to the gain account. So B100, leave the general modifier. In general modifier comes when you assign the production variance. So B20, okay, packing material 403, 110 is for packing material, and 111 is for gain. B100, B30, okay, 403, 115, 116, B100, B40, 403, then there is a 20 account, finished goods. Looks like I have not created a gain account, but if required, you can create a gain account and assign it there. So I have created the price differences for all of these. Click on save. Okay. Done. Now I will show you how an entry has been already booked in a different company code. Okay. Save /O CKM3. Okay. This is the material ledger. Okay. I am taking this raw material 001, which is 3S. 3S means price determination is 3, price control is S, standard price. Initially when I booked it, okay, when I purchased this quantity, you can see I purchased 60 units. Then there is a price difference. Let me show you the journal entry. Then you will understand what I am talking about. I have selected this entry. I look at the accounting documents. Now I will go to the accounting documents. You can see the accounting document. So look at it. It has come to, it is a raw material account. Because raw material account I have given BSX inventory 200, 202, 200 here, 4 zeros and 200. 400 into 60 units, 24,000 has come here. But actually I bought it for 420, I believe. So 20 into something, 20 or something, 40, whatever this, 40 into 60. Yeah, I bought it at 440. So the 40 is the price difference. The price difference has come to this particular account, 403, 40105. This is how when you apply a standard price, the price variance comes to a separate account and you can track it individually, right? I can show you the transaction key also in ACDOCA table. If I have this, let me take this document number. Okay, let me see if I can show it to you in ACDOCA table along with the key, or here also if possible I should be able to show you the transaction key. So the key here is 89. Let me just check whether it is there here. Change layout. Okay, so whether the transaction key is available. Account ID, account item type, let me see, account amount. So transaction key, it should start with T. Transaction, let me just say transaction and check whether it captures in transaction and a transaction type. Let me see transaction type also. Say okay, these two fields have come here. Say okay. Okay, go to right side. Okay, can you see here transaction? It is capturing BSX. So this is where we have assigned the GL accounts. You need to post an entry, then you will gain the comfort, and then you come back and check all these postings, how they are getting captured. Okay, so say inventory BSX, I assigned 200, 202, 40, 200. GRIR clearing, you have to pay the total amount, 26,400 is coming to 106 account, because against WRX I have maintained it. PRD, price difference, it has come to this particular account. Okay, try to go through the video once again, you will understand it better. Okay, now let me just close this particular window here. I don't need this. Okay, I have now assigned for the price variance account. So this is done. When we do the postings, you will again, I will show it to you. Okay, for now I have shown you how these entries gets booked with the with the help of the transaction keys, right? Now I will create, let me go and create few other accounts for consumption. So for consumption I will create certain accounts which will start with 401, I believe. So I'll go back to K100, no, not K100, T100. So expenses, direct expenses. So these are my consumption accounts, 401. So I'm going to copy it to my company code B100. So look at it, what are the account types, etc. So I have, this is consumption account, control data, cost element category is 1. Okay, other settings I have shown you. Material consumption account is G003, very important. G003 is the material consumption account. Say okay, so you can save it. Done. Similarly, I will create one for packing. Okay, B100. So go here, control data, same thing G003, I will save it. Okay. Then consumption semi-finished good. If you are using semi-finished good in your consumption to produce a finished good, okay, again it's the same thing. Control data, all the description remains same, just an account description changes, that's all. 401 130, okay, B100, okay, consumption account, control data, create bank interest, just save it, okay, done. Now I have to map these four accounts for consumption. For consumption, let me go back to the PowerPoint and show you. Okay, so done, standard price is done. Now for consumption, the transaction key is GBB and general modifier is VBR. So I'll go and assign it there. Go back to OBYC transaction. So here is OBYC. Go to the transaction key GBB. Okay, select all of these. If you are giving separate account for receipt and issue, you can select debit credit. Even otherwise, I will select it, save it. So valuation modifier is B100. Okay. Now this is consumption. From inventory balance sheet, you will issue it to P&L consumption. So I will recognize it with the transaction VBR. VBR means you are issuing it to consumption. This is the raw material I am issuing. So B10 is my account. 401 100 consumption. Copy it, credit. Similarly B100 VBR. Okay, B20 is packing material. No, B20, is it B20 is packing material? Let me just check. Yeah, packing material is B20. So I'll assign 402. 110 is packing material. Okay. B100 VBR. B30 is for my semi-finished good. If I am consuming semi-finished good, then this account will come into picture. B40 and 30. Same thing, you copy it. This is my finished good. In case I am using a finished good to produce another finished good, so I can use this account. Save. Done. Okay. Now I will show you an entry of consumption which is posted to VBR. Okay. I will go to let's say CKM3. Okay. Same T101 consumption. I have issued it to production. So if I see, look here, I have using this raw material, I have produced all of these semi-finished good 1, 2, 3, 4. So for here, I have issued, sorry, it has come to SFG 002. Go back. So I have issued 4 units of raw material in 2 different orders. So I'll click on this 800, which is consumption, show you the accounting entry, accounting documents, go to the accounting documents. See what is happening, inventory raw material is getting credited, right, and consumption raw material is getting debited. So P&L is getting debited. There are 2 different raw materials which I have issued. That is why you are able to see in the same document both of these. Just focus on the first 2 rows. This is the one with the standard price. Okay, so at the standard cost estimate, 2 materials are getting issued. So inventory reduces, consumption account increases. Now if I go to the transaction key, I think again I have to go and bring the transaction key. Let me go change layout, go to the transaction, and let me just remove one of these. Okay, where is a transaction? So let's say I bring transaction. So go to transaction and say OK, and I want to bring this transaction right on the top. Oh, it's gone again. Okay, so I come to transaction, select transaction, bring it on the top, then I will push it down a little bit. Okay, done. Do you need posting key? Okay, say OK. First let me see whether it is capturing properly. No, for some reason the transaction has not come. Let me just check. Ah, yeah, here it has come. Transaction in the third place it has come. See, it is BSX GBB. You can now select the transaction type also. It will show you it is VBR. Let me go here, change layout. Okay, I'll pick this one. So reverse sort it. So transaction type, say OK. Now bring transaction type one step below. Okay, say OK. Okay, this is not capturing the VBR, so we don't need this field. So what I will do, I will remove this. I don't need this. So there could be some other field name which will be capturing the valuation modifier. Change layout. Okay, remove this transaction type. Let me just check if there is something by the name valuation modifier. Valuation modifier. Okay, say OK, and then this is the entry, how it is getting captured. Now this is for a different company code which I made recordings. It was a Telugu version, so it's in a different language. So we will do it in our company code. Okay, after we activate material ledger, etc., we'll do all these settings. For now I have shown you how these entries are getting connected with each other. So this I will close it. Okay, now go back to PowerPoint. Okay, so this particular setting I have already done. It credits the inventory and debits the, so you can see the effect here I have given, debits the consumption. Now let's look at the next one. Now what is happening? Goods are received from production. When you do that, again the transaction key is GBB, but general modifier is AUF, but the account is 30140 COGM account. So I have to create that COGM account. Now COGM account, let me just see. Okay, here it is 301. Okay, I have created two different accounts, for one for semi-finished good, one for finished good. So this I will copy it to my company code B100. I'll show you the settings. You may create the same GL account to avoid any confusion. Okay, in income, other operating, control data. Some people create it as an expense account, but it's a credit entry to the P&L. So you can figure out COGM, again G0036 revenue account it has taken. It is not in fact revenue. So I can classify it to a separate group. Material accounts itself, I'll do it. Material adjustment, no, material accounts. So I'll classify it to material accounts G006. Similarly, I'll create one for finished good B100, and this is again material accounts. I'll change it to material accounts. Where is material accounts? Done. G006. Save. Look at your company code B100. Okay. So now I have created this income account also. Right. Done. So this, now I will have to go to the OBYC. Let me just check if I have got the OBYC screen open. No. So I'll go here /n OBYC. Okay. Select GBB. In GBB, select your chart of accounts, and this is a chart of accounts level. Okay, so that way if your all the legal entities are adopting the same chart of accounts, you don't have to redo this activity every place. So I'll just copy B100, and the general modifier is AUF. For B30, which is semi-finished good, so 30, there was one account 300 301 150. Okay, B100 AUF B40, so account is 60. Again here account is 60. Done. So this should be 60. So AUF has gone, the sorting. Save. Okay, consumption account. Okay, let me show you the goods received in CKM3. I'll take a semi-finished good, SFG underscore 001. Okay, so these are goods received from production of a semi-finished good. So you can see this quantity is already received. So double click on that one, select it, accounting documents, accounting document. If you look at the accounting document, okay, oh god, I did not save the layout, so again I have to select the transaction key. Okay, that's a sin. So let me go back, change layout. So select it, select the transaction, select it here, go down, scroll down. I don't need trading partner, remove it. So transaction, I'm going to take it to the top, then push it to the third position, say OK. So now transaction has come. Let me just save this layout, save layout, so that next time I don't have to repeat this. So somebody has created my home, so I'll save it as default there. So you can see here GBB is the transaction. There should be another code for valuation modifier somewhere. I'll have to check it what is the field name, and then you will be able to see it has reflected in AUF. So let me just check if I can bring this document in ACDOCA table. Okay, so go to SE16N. Okay, company code B100. Okay, no, not B100, it is T100. Okay, there is VBELN or EBELN should be the document number. So let me just search for document. So it is not giving. So if you look at the number of entries, there are 67 entries. So I'll be able to filter by the document number. So this is the GL account. So I will not go to GL account. So somewhere you will find, okay, sorry, this is SKB1, my mistake. So I have to go to the table ACDOCA, say enter, company code T100, enter. So you will find lot of entries, 427 entries are there. Okay, we need to go and pick up our document number. Okay, so this is account, this is document number. So document number is there here. I'll apply a filter. So where is the filter? There should be filter somewhere here, or can I not apply? Where is set filter? Give the document number, say enter. Okay, you have got the document number. Somewhere I want to show you that it is getting posted in GBB AUF. So transaction, it should be valuation modifier. So anything that is in gray are amount or quantity. So T100. So you have transaction as BSX and GBB. I'm trying to search for the keyword AUF. So I don't find it here. AUF. Okay. Production. So in ACDOCA usually it should give you. So I'll double click this entry. So let me see if I can find the AUF modifier. MKPF, okay, 100, T100, all these things are correct. Okay, Euro, GBP, 10952, okay, AUF, okay, GBP, AUF is the key. Should take valuation modifier. Okay. Okay, it is not doing showing that GBP transaction, at least it will have, it should show GBP at least. Yeah, here it is showing GBP as the transaction, but it is not showing the keywords AUF. So which is what I need to search which table that the key will be available. I was expecting it to be there in AUF. It may so in ACDOCA itself. Unfortunately, that is not the case. So let me just check if it finds something called AUF. Did it find? No, it did not find. So it's fine. So if I get the table where it stores the valuation modifier, I'll show that to you. So for now, we have completed. Let's go to the PowerPoint and check what we have completed. So here you have COGM, goods received from production. Then we, for variance settlement, if there are any variances, let's say you assumed that you will consume 40 units of power, but instead of 40 units of power you ended up consuming 50 units of power. So what you can do, you will create a production variance account which is 130 and 140. So let me go and create this account. 403 is 40130. Okay, and then during the settlement it gets posted to COGM, credits your COGM, and takes the variance to production variance, and then this production variance will be loaded to the inventory uh, during the month end costing run. Okay, let me go and create 130 and 140 accounts, 130 140. So this is consumption, I want for 403. Okay, production variance also I have done here. So all I have to do is map these GL accounts. So in OBYC, again it is price difference, PRD transaction key, but it goes to the valuation modifier PRF. That's the only difference. So go to OBYC. Okay, go to PRD. In PRD, okay, here again B100 PRF. B100, you have to select here PRF. Okay, for B30 the account was 130, and for B100 valuation modifier, for PRF general modifier, for finished good again the modifier was 140. Okay, select this, copy and copy this. Okay, save. Okay, done, save. I'll show this entry to you at the time of settlement, because here at this stage you may get confused. I want to avoid any confusion. Okay, because what is settlement etc you will need to understand. So I have mapped this GL account for now. So go back to PowerPoint and see what else we need to do. We need to do sale integration is not in OBYC, it is in VKOA. So it's a separate transaction code. So let us create, what are the GL accounts I need? I need inventory as well as cost of goods sold, COGS account. So let me first create the COGS account. So let me close this. I don't need OBYC anymore. So go back to your, I'll create it, but you'll have to create it from, scratch. So 40, what was the account I used? COG, cost of goods sold, right? 3 series, was it 3 series? What was the account? 403, 4 zeros, okay. So go to expenses, SAP, 403s, 4 zeros, and no, not this one. Expenses 401, where is the COGS account, COGS account? Have I not created? I should have created it. It is 403, 40s, 500. These are all 401, 403s. So I have not created here, so I might have to go to another company code and create the COGS. So I'll go to K100. Okay, 403, 400, 140. Yeah, here it is COGS. So COGS is 130. Instead of 130, I'll create something else. COGS. I will create this is COGS clearing account. So I will rather create it as a COGS account. I'll create it as 130 itself. So take this, I'll copy it to my company code B100. Okay, B100 has already been created. So this particular GL account is already created. So I have to choose a separate GL account in B100. So I'll create it as 500. I'll create it as 500. Okay, cost of goods sold, COGS main account. Okay, control data. Okay, cost element category is 1. Create bank interest, cost accounts. Okay, post automatically, save. Okay, I'm just creating one single account for COGS. Okay, later we'll understand how we will be doing COGS splitting. So this is done. 403, 40, 500 is done. So now I'll go to the transaction VKOA. Okay, here select general. In general, you see V coffee CABE sales organization 001, we have to assign this account. I will copy this. Okay. The app type is V, application is V, condition is coffee, but chart of accounts is B100. B100. Sales organization is also B100. But the account is this one, 40300. That's all. You have to save it. So for coffee, I have assigned. So when you book the COX, you will get, the account will get posted to this particular GL account. When we sell a good, I will show you how the COX is getting posted. So let's go back to the PowerPoint and see what else is left done. So sales billing, I need to create one more account, 301 account. So I will create this account. So 403 was COX account. Sorry, my mistake. So COX account is created in OBYC, and here you will be creating the revenue account. So one second, my bad. So let me go to FS00, select the revenue account, income, sales revenue. So this is the sales revenue which I will copy to my chart of accounts B100. Done. Save. Okay. This particular account is what you should give it in VKOA. So by mistake I gave COX account, my bad. So I am removing that. So in VKOA you give the revenue account, save it. Done. Okay. That's it. Go to OBYC. OBYC. Okay. Go to GBB transaction. Here you will assign the COX account. So I'll show you in K100. Sorry. K100 I will assign it. Okay. It is assigned to the general modifier VAY. Okay. VAY. So I'll go here, select B100. Okay. VAY. Okay. So be it B30, I can sell a semi-finished good. So I'll give here the account. This is not the account. What was the account? 403, 4 zeros and then 500, I believe. COX account. Was it 500? Yeah. This is the account. So for valuation class semi-finished good I have given. I'll give it for finished good as well. Okay. This is the COX entry. Okay. For both of them I am giving the same COX account. Done. With this, all of your, not all, most of their main integration GL accounts you have already assigned. Then there are few more, like for material ledger, for revaluation you have to assign UMB, etc., which I will show you during the class. As and when we require, I will assign it and I will show it to you. So thank you very much. So we have successfully completed demonstration also. So I'll be covering all these topics. Okay. So thank you very much once again. Bye.